mean. I also, if I'm looking and trying to figure something out, I need something to talk to me that might hit me. And it happens on TV because, every time they show a sporting event, they got the pharmaceutical companies back to back telling people how to fix the sickness on the same stuff that they sell them. So we get it.
Yep, we get it too, Chuck D. And that's why at KBLA Talk 1580, we don't black down.
Drop it! Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power! Fight the power!
You ready?
Come on!
It's the queen of royal badness.
It's time for the Raw Report with Robin Ayers.
Highlighting people and things you should know about.
Robin's got you covered. Follow Robin at Robin Ayers. You're listening to the Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580.
Robin's got a lot to talk about.
Did you realize that you were a champion in their eyes? Yes, I did. So I packed it up and brought it back to the crib. Just a little something, show you how we live. Everybody want it, but it ain't that serious. That's that. So if you gon' do it just like this. Did you realize that you were a champion? You don't see just how wild the crowd is. You don't see just how fly my style is. I don't see why I need a stylist when I shot so much I can speak Italian. I don't know, I just want it better for my kids. And I ain't saying we was from the projects, but every time I want to lay away or deposit, my dad'd say when you see close your eyelids. We was sorta like Will Smith and his son. In the movie, I ain't talking about the rich ones. Cause every summer, he'd get some brand new hairbrain scheme to get rich from. And I don't know what he did for dope, but he'd send me back to school with a new wardrobe. And
You were listening to The Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580, where we bring you the latest in entertainment news, trending topics, and interviews. My name is Robin Ayers. I'm the host of this show with you guys Monday through Friday. Happy Friday Eve. It's Thursday, y'all. It is Halloween. Happy Halloween. Oh, I thought we were going to get a celebration. No, it's just a celebration for all. No. Neither of us are dressed up. Neither myself nor Andy are dressed up. He doesn't care is what he wants you all to know. We talked about this the other day though. Are you? Yes, it is Halloween. Are we in the spirit? Are we? I didn't grab candy. I'm not ready. Okay, for the kids to be coming to my house. I might turn the lights off and just chill and watch a movie. That is so mean. I can't believe I said that. Sometimes you just don't be wanting to. Sometimes you just don't be wanting to. That's nothing wrong with that.
Just leave the bag with the candy outside so they can pick one.
Let me tell you what happened.
I'm already knowing. Kids are bad.
Kids are horrible sometimes. We put a bowl, it was a nice bowl, out for Halloween with a great sign. My kids made a great sign one year. Says, take one. Not only did they take all the candy, but they threw the bowl across the neighborhood. What do you do? Why? Why, mean kid? Why would you do something like that?
So bad.
So I just feel like, these days, I open the door myself and give you one, or let you take one, or it's a none at all. Not sure where I'm sitting right now. So, Robbie Ayers, if you are listening to this message, let's figure out if we're going to give candy tonight or if we're going to hide, turn the lights down like we are not participating.
Do y'all even have candy available right now?
That's what I'm saying. No. Do I need to make a stop at the grocery store before going home?
That's up to you.
I don't get into the business of decorating or anything like that. It's just not what I do. But if you guys do, hopefully you have a great time. Hopefully you have a safe time, and all of those great things. Raw Squad, I see you in the building. And yes, go Dodgers. Now that deserves a celebration. Congratulations to the Dodgers. I'm asking you guys right now, did you watch it last night? We heard the firecrackers and everything is going off all around LA. They won the World Series. Did you watch it? I'm assuming you did, Andy.
I sure did.
Of course.
I sure did.
How was it? I hear the energy was up there.
I mean, the game was obviously in New York, so the folks in New York wasn't too happy and whatnot.
Course.
But the game started off with Aaron Judge. He hit a home run. after, the whole series, he was kind of playing garbage, but the Yankees were up 5-0.
Yeah.
And I want to say it was the 5th or 6th inning. The Dodgers, they came back. They was up 7-6, and they did not let the lead go away.
That is amazing. That's amazing. When I tell you all the streets of Los Angeles, I was watching the videos. I didn't need to be out there to see. I didn't need the proof, but I heard. Did you have to experience that?
I didn't experience nothing.
Okay.
I think I'm more kind of south from where all the action was going on. Downtown was definitely lit, but this is definitely redemption for 2020 when we won.
Yeah,
that was the
I
pandemic
heard about
year,
that.
so a lot of people don't like to put respect on those chips. So Lakers, y'all on the clock.
Speaking of the Lakers and basketball, and the season starting, Curtis Blow, if you guys remember, Curtis Blow, he had a legendary song called Basketball 40 years ago. We are celebrating the 40th anniversary of the song Basketball. And so you know what he did? He said, I'm going to remake this classic legendary song. It is Basketball 2.0. In celebration of the 40th year, as well as the NBA season starting. Let's go ahead and take a listen to Curtis Blow and Basketball 2.0.
They're playing basketball. We love it, basketball.
Now rapping basketball. Number one, Curtis
Blow.
Basketball is my favorite sport. I like the weather dribble up and down the court, just like I'm the king on the microphone. So is LeBron James sitting on the throne. I like slam dunks and taking it to the hoop. My favorite play is the alley-oop. I like the pick and roll. I like a give and go. It's basketball by Mr. Curtis Blow. Shoot the pill. Swish.
Bro, let's get out there. Wait. You guys do it first.
It's a cool little video, I guess he's got for it.
I like to order dinner with my girl and catch Luka
Nice.
and KD, shoot Pearl and Jokic, AD, and all the rest play basketball at its very best.
Asia, Brianna, and Angel Reese. Now these are the players that could never be beat. We got Sabrina, Kalia, and Plum Dope too. Just give them the ball, then you chalk up too. Yeah, Caitlin and Mecca stay on the scene, and John Crow Jones always keeping it mean. Sue Bird, she don't take no chunk, and BG got a monster dunk.
Woo, okay. Curtis Blow with Basketball 2.0 featuring Lola Brooks. First of all, I don't know why Lola isn't getting a lot more love. I think she deserves it. She's got an incredible voice. And I think she's got skills. She's a nice rapper. I know who's getting a lot of publicity right now, and I'm not mad at it. Is Glorilla. I'm so happy about that. I really, really like Glorilla as a person. I think she's talented as well. But Lola Brooks, she's on the come up.
Personality matters.
Personality does matter. Are you saying that Lola has none, or we just haven't seen it?
I don't think we've seen much of it, so she probably needs to do some interviews or something like that.
That's a good point.
Like with Glorilla, my perception of her obviously changed after her interview with Club Shay Shay on Shannon Sharp.
Okay.
She just seems so lovable.
She is, yeah. And grateful. She's so grateful for this opportunity. I mean, she's one of the biggest stars right now, and she still feels like she's just a girl from I think she's from St. Louis. Or maybe not St. Louis. Memphis. And she's just, you see it all over her, which is incredible.
As ratchet as she is, man, she's lovable. Like, she's cool.
She's charming.
And I rock with her music. That's the word, charming.
Yeah, she's very charming. So shout out to Glorilla. Okay, so Lavelle, you said that the song, it has potential. Do you mean Curtis Blow's song? Yes. Penny Thompson, by the way, says she's waving at me, the thank you wave. I went on Instagram today and I talked about a thank you wave. Tell me if you guys agree with this. We no longer have humanity when driving out and about. Basically, when you let people drive in front of you and get into your lane, people don't give you the thank you wave anymore. You know, every time I get over, I put my blinker on and I want to get into a lane and somebody lets me over, I send them the thank you, like thanks. And then if I want to make sure that they see it, so I give them a special extra hi, you know. And we had this whole debate on whether people are still doing it, whether you do it. And so thank you, Penny Thompson, who says she's giving me the thank you wave.
Just blink your light. That's all I ask for.
What does that mean?
Blink your light.
The flashlights?
No. If you want to switch lanes, I hear what you're saying.
Okay.
My concern
is
folks switching lanes
without putting
the
blinker
light.
on.
Yes.
Oh,
and you
so
be like hella close to me too. I can understand
that's
if
rude.
5 cars in front of me, I get it. But when you like bumper to bumper, come on now.
No, that's rude and it's dangerous. I'm saying, what about when I let you over? There's no thank you. There's no other interaction that needs to happen. Andy, don't tell me you do not give the thank you wave. Andy, I'm about to be so disappointed.
I'm probably not sticking my arm out the window.
You ain't got to stick it out but you don't just send it up like this?
If you can see through the windows, sometimes you might not be able to see.
But does it matter though? Don't you feel good just saying thank you?
Yeah, you better acknowledge me and say thank you.
You better acknowledge me.
I could have been an a-hole.
Do you acknowledge or do you send the thank you is the question? No,
sometimes. I mean,
I
don't know.
I am highly I'm probably more disappointed hearing this news than when you don't represent the Libras. I'm highly disappointed in this conversation right now. But you know what?
I'm a Scorpio now, so you know what I'm saying. It don't matter to me. Libra/Scorpio. You already know what it is.
We don't want you. We don't want you, Andy. We don't want it. All right. Yeah. Okay, you guys. We have a good informative show today. We'll talk about some more. I'll give you some more updates. We're also going to talk about Young Thug, who has been in jail since May of 2022, trying to beat a RICO case, has now been released or is about to be released, and he's about to be a free man today. This was big news all day. He is one of this generation's favorite rappers. He's probably one of the kings of mumble rap. He's talented, I can't lie. But yes, so many people are celebrating the fact that he is coming home after, I don't even know if you would say he beat these RICO charges. No, he didn't beat it. He just pled guilty. We'll talk about it, break it down, what that looks like. We're also going to talk about Megan Thee Stallion, who had a documentary coming out. And this documentary that is on Prime, y'all might want to check it out for yourself. I have not watched it yet. I've seen clips of it. But when I tell you it has got the internet abuzz, and I'll tell you why it has it abuzz and talk about that more on the other side. You are listening to The Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580. Stay right there.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Lecrae, and I'm hanging out with Robin Ayers.
You're inside The Raw Report with Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580. Are you an entrepreneur looking to take your business to new heights? KBLA Talk 1580 is your partner in success. Every day, we celebrate and elevate Black-owned businesses across our community. Our KBLA SMB Marketplace currently features The Cookie Dip, Badass Bakes, Hair Concoction, Higher Education Accreditation Consulting, LACC Radiology Technology Department, and Malik Books. Your business deserves to be heard. Let KBLA Talk 1580 amplify your voice and connect you with our powerful community of listeners. Email smb@kbla1580.com today. That's smb@kbla1580.com. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Chevy, All the Things 2024 Truck Season Radio 30, code GWMR0294000.
This truck season, think about all the things you can do in a Chevy truck. You'll be able to, or you can even just, with impressive towing, incredible bed and tailgate functionality, and multiple powertrains, Chevy trucks have what you need to get things done. When you want to do it all, Chevy's got you. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
We're with Bridget, whose husband won't be home for months, and whose daughter is due any day. We're with Mike, who's leaving home to protect his family and yours. We're with all service members and their families who need community, connection, and maybe a bit of magic. Are you with them? Learn more at uso.org today.
Are you wet shaving? You'll get razor bumps. Nah, Pops, I'm good with Gillette Skin Guard. How long you been growing that beard Mama hates anyway?
Since 77. I shaved and got ingrown so bad.
That's why I use the Gillette Skin Guard razor, face scrub, shave gel, and moisturizer. So I don't have to worry about new razor bumps or shaving irritation.
Gillette Skin Guard, huh? Your mama's gonna love this one.
The best a man can get keeps getting better with Gillette Skin Guard. Buy now at a retailer near you.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio that's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. Giving you your daily dose of entertainment and celebrity news. You're inside the Rob Report. With Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
I hear you guys when you say blink your lights and show courtesy to other drivers. This is Morris Phillips saying, what do you mean blink your lights? Do you mean your headlights? Do you do that?
Your turning signal. If you're going to turn right and you're in front of me.
So all you guys are saying is your blinkers. Just put your blinkers on.
Put your blinkers on.
That's obvious. That's saying I want to get over. But once you let me over, what's the thank you after that?
No.
If it's not the wave.
No, okay. If I'm behind you and you don't put your blinkers on and you cut in front of me,
we're not talking about that.
A problem. I understand that. Okay.
Got you. We're clear.
Okay. Okay. So what you're saying is,
if you do put your blinker on and I say, oh, you want to get over, and I let you get over, that's still me saying I'm letting you over. There should still be a thank you from this driver because I let you over.
Considering it's a tight spot or something like that?
No. In regular, everyday, I don't care if it's tight. I don't care if there's more than enough. I'm just saying the fact that I let you get over in front of me, you should say thank you somehow.
If it's a tight spot, then yes. If it's not a tight spot, then
yeah, I agree with you on that. Not just getting over. I'm saying somebody has to allow you to get over, not just putting on your blinker and moving over. Somebody has to allow you into a space. There has to be a thank you there.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay. What is your thank you if it's not the wave? Okay. We're not clear on this.
No, we're clear. I feel like the only thing you can do is some sort of wave.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody waves anymore. Nobody wave. Well, I mean, y'all are saying that you wave. Actually, many people on social media, a lot of people are voting on this poll on social media saying that they wave. I just don't see it. I just don't see it.
That's fair. You know what it is, man? I think a lot of people are on edge. You know what I'm saying? Especially here in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
People are trying to get to where they're trying to get to.
Yes.
And, we just have a lot of a-holes out here in the street sometimes. So, yeah, they'll cut you.
A-holes.
You know, yeah, that's what they are. You feel me? That's what they are. Because, like you said, I mean, they can't respect the fact that you're being nice, you're being courteous.
Yeah.
And you can't even just.
Yeah, it's so simple. It's so simple. It's just or if you somebody's driving out of a parking spot or a parking lot and you hold on and let them go and they don't acknowledge you before they cut it.
You know what that means?
Oh, man.
You just can't be nice on these streets anymore.
Nah, I'm still, shout out to Deborah Chakoa. She raised me right. So
that's what's up.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. Somebody said they hit the brakes. We're doing too much. Just do the wave. Before we get into this, I want to shout out to Robin Ayers. He also don't miss. Guess what he did? He bought the candy. He bought the Halloween candy. He bought the Halloween candy.
So it sounds like you working, Rob.
Sound like I'm working tonight.
You're not turning off no lights.
No lights. Okay, I'm working tonight. It's all good. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump. Right. I wave out of fear. Morris Phillips. That is the funniest thing. I wave out of fear because people are really a trip in these streets. By the way, you guys, it's almost split. 54% of you say that you watched the Dodgers win the against the Yankees last night. I think that's pretty cool. I would leave that up there. So you guys know this whole thing with Diddy is continuing. It is a mess. And I am strangely anticipating this trial that's coming in 2025. If I'm not mistaken, it's May of 2025 that this trial is going to be happening. In the meantime, they are subpoena subpoenaing. Is that the proper way to say it? They're subpoenaing many different witnesses. We just saw another one today, whom a reporter caught up with as they're leaving the court. It's just messy. There so many different things involved. Now they're talking about Kim Porter's diary and who has the official version. There was a version, they say, that was edited of Kim Porter. Kim Porter is the child, the mother of Diddy's 4 children, whom has passed away a couple of years ago. And she wrote a tell-all book. We knew that she was working on some sort of tell-all book, but who had it? Who had the book? Well, someone published an actual version of this book. Kim Porter's other child's father, Albie Shore, as you all know, singer, songwriter, Albie Shore, he was getting ready to sue. He said that is not a proper. That's not proper. We need to get that copy that's out there out of here. We need to get it off the market. Now there is a witness saying they have the actual tell-all copy of Kim Porter, and they have turned it over now to the courts. So it's sounding more official than not. We don't know. I don't know how accurate it is, how true it is. But this is what this person is saying.
All I know is that if they decide to televise this whole trial, this might be bigger than the O.J. Simpson trial.
I think it is already. I hope. Okay, it's not that I like mess, y'all. It's not that, all right? I do this show, you know? How am I going to do this show properly if I don't watch the trial? You see what I'm saying? I hope that on Court TV that we are all able to participate in watching. It's just that there's so much to it that I'm hoping. But you know what? They also aren't televising the RICO case with Young Thug. They didn't televise that. They had really accurate reporters who would sit in the court and they would give us updates as big things would happen. So that could be what we get in Diddy's trial. I'm just not sure.
Young Thug, he doesn't have a household name. That's probably why.
That's a big trial.
For the hip hop community and what he represents, yes. But I think just in the grand scheme of things, not so much.
Okay. Still have yet to talk about Young Thug and how it is that he was actually released. If you guys remember, people just yesterday, several other of his co-defendants, we'll get him into it, but several of his other co-defendants already started taking plea deals. So I kind of felt like everybody was dropping and trying to take some sort of deal, and it led me to believe that Young Thug had to be next. He wasn't going to be the only one trying to hold it down, but again, we will talk about that. Going back to Diddy real quick, one of his former members of Dirty Money, Kalena Harper, she actually spoke up. If you guys remember, when Diddy was when he was out, before he was actually arrested, he called Kalena, his former bandmate, 56 times in one day. And that was the reason that he was not released. He wasn't granted bond because they said, okay, he's a threat to witnesses. Basically, you would tamper with witnesses. This is evidence of it. Calling somebody 56 times is just like that is just way overboard. She's now speaking up. Okay. The other member, there's 3 members of this group, Diddy, Kalena, and Dawn Richard. Dawn is suing Diddy right now for all these things and all of these allegations that she's now speaking up about all these years later. In the lawsuit, she named Kalena several times in this lawsuit. Kalena is now speaking up for herself, but unfortunately, in this video, she's talking to a gentleman, and she's opening up about all things Diddy and how she loves him and how she wants to be him and he is such an inspiration to her. All these amazing things about Diddy. She also says he knows how to get the party started. He is pure cocaine. This is what she says. She says he is cocaine. He is pure white cocaine, is what she says. I mean, come on, Kalena. What are you thinking in the moment? Well, she continues on. She bashes her former roommate, Dawn. She says, basically maybe there was some jealousy there. She's going on and on. But I think the big shocker was when she turned her attention to Cassie. She's like, yeah, I saw the video. I'm not playing it for you guys. It's a lengthy clip, but I'm not playing it because there's a lot of, we don't even need Andy to do that kind of work and edit it down for us. So he's clapping for you, for me making that decision. She's going on about how Cassie likes drugs, how Cassie is a model. She never seemed to have been in fear, basically. She didn't seem like she needed to run or anything like that. So somehow people, the way she's talking, by the way, she is, I want to be careful in saying this, but she appears to be heavily intoxicated, under something. We don't know what it is. We don't know if it's drugs or alcohol, but it's clear. She's slurring her words, the way she's looking, her eyes are heavy. So she's saying all of this clearly, to me, seemingly intoxicated. But the question is, did he somehow get to her? Is this something that he's done with her as far as money is concerned? Why is she the only one out of all the people that Diddy knows, all the friends that he's made, why is she the only one who is speaking up, taking up for him the way that she is, and she's downing everybody else, a little bit disparaging against other people, especially Cassie, for Diddy's sake. I don't know. The jury's still out on that one. I don't know how this will come into play, but I bet you it will. Mark my words, it will come into play. We will see somehow the fruits of this, why it's working out this way. Why is she speaking up? Why does she feel the need to even speak up in an interview like that? I don't know. I have no idea, but I bet you we will find out in the months to come. So you guys, mark my words here first. We are going to talk about more updates. What's going on with Kim Kardashian's son? Why did she delete her 8-year-old son's YouTube account? We'll talk about that. Again, we still have Young Thug to talk about, as well as Megan Thee Stallion and this documentary that has hit the airwaves, y'all. We'll get to that on the other side. Right now, we've got news, traffic, and sports. You are listening to The Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580. Stay there.
Check this out. This your boy Warren G. And I'm on the Raw Report with Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580. You better ask somebody. You got to do it.
More of the Raw Report with Robin Ayers when we come forward.
I'm Amber Payton with 4 things you should know from BIN News. A federal judge says a woman who accused Sean Diddy Combs of sexual assault cannot move forward with a civil lawsuit under a pseudonym. A Tennessee woman filed a lawsuit as Jane Doe earlier this month, alleging she was raped by Combs in 2004. The district court judge in New York gave the woman until November 13th to file the suit under her own name. Vice President Harris campaigned in Wisconsin, promising her economic plan would support the middle class and provide tax cuts for over 100 million Americans. The jury is now deliberating in the trial involving the police raid that took the life of Breonna Taylor. Former Louisville, Kentucky Metro Police Detective Brett Hankinson is accused of violating Taylor's civil rights when he shot into her apartment back in 2020. And more than 60% of Americans say they believe in ghosts. However, less than half believe in witches. That's according to a Real Clear Opinion research poll conducted late last year. Either way, if they show up to your door this Halloween night, give them some candy. Get BIN News on demand 24/7 at BINnews.com.
In Cerritos, an accident on the right shoulder at the 91 eastbound before Norwalk. Traffic is slow from Avalon. It's about a 30-minute backup. Diamond Bar, an accident. The right lane's blocked at the 57 southbound at Brea Canyon. That has traffic slow from the 60. East LA, an accident. 2 right lanes are blocked at the 5 southbound after the 10. Traffic is slow from Griffith Park. Also in Hollywood, stop traffic at the 101 southbound between Sunset Boulevard and Alameda. It's about a 30-minute delay. Long Beach, an accident. It's on the right shoulder at the 405 northbound before Cherry Avenue. Traffic is slow from the 605. In Pomona, an accident. It's on the right shoulder at the 10 eastbound after Fairplex. Traffic is slow from Villa Verde.
September 15th to 21st is Asthma Peak Week, with the highest concentration of asthma flare-ups and hospitalizations. To become a more active participant in your care, visit luma-edu.com. This message is brought to you by Amgen and AstraZeneca.
Lowe's knows you want to get more value for the holiday. That's why, as a My Lowe's Rewards member, you get new member deals every week on everyday essentials, tools, and more. Program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for full details, subject to change.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
The Dodgers World Series Victory Parade is scheduled for 11 a.m. Friday in downtown LA. This will be the Dodgers' first parade since 1988. The Dodgers won the World Series in 2020, but there was no parade because of COVID. After the parade Friday, a celebration will be held at Dodger Stadium starting at 12:30. You need a ticket for that event. LA Mayor Karen Bass won her bet with New York City Mayor Eric Adams. Adams promised Bass that he would wear a Dodgers jersey at work on Friday if the Dodgers beat the Yankees. Bass said she is sending Adams his jersey today. Bass was shown at City Hall today wearing a number 43 Dodgers jersey. The Dodgers put the Yankees away in 5 games despite not getting much production from Shohei Ohtani, who will likely be the National League MVP. Ohtani was just 2 for 19 at the plate in the series and had no homers or RBIs. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yeah, yo, come on. Here come the drums.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we fight the power every day.
Yeah, gotta give us what we want. Gotta give us what we need. Hey.
I listen to KBLA and I love the commercials. I know what the commercials mean. I also, if I'm looking and trying to figure something out, I need something to talk to me that might hit me. And it happens on TV because, you know, every time they show a sporting event, they got the pharmaceutical companies back to back to back telling people how to fix the sickness on the same stuff that they sell them. So we get it.
Yep, we get it too, Chuck D. And that's why at KBLA Talk 1580, we don't black down.
Drop it. Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power. Fight the power.
If we're the ones disproportionately impacted by these climate catastrophes, why should we be silent? Turning up the volume all year long on the climate conversation for KBLA Talk 1580.
This is Assemblymember Tina McKenna reminding you to vote for my girl, Sade Alawari, for State Assembly. Sade is a part of our community, and she's the partner I need in Sacramento to help fight for economic justice, affordable housing, health care, and so much more. Sade is just like us. She comes out of our community, and she spent years working in our community, bringing people together. That's why she's endorsed by Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass, Supervisor Holly Mitchell, teachers, firefighters, and Planned Parenthood advocates. This is Tina McKenna, and I need you to make a plan to vote and to vote by Tuesday, November the 5th, for Sade Alawari for State Assembly.
Ad Paid For by Opportunity PAC, a coalition of teachers, nurses, faculty members, school employees, and public and private labor, healthcare, and environmental organizations. Ad Committee's top funders, California Teachers Association, not authorized by a candidate or committee controlled by a candidate.
An official message from Medicare.
Couple more minutes, and we'll start this month's book club.
You know, I usually love a plot twist, but this year, I'm comparing my options during Medicare open enrollment.
You can't assume your current health or drug plan is the best one for you.
And you gotta make sure your drugs are covered. That's important.
So is saving money.
Review all your options at Medicare.gov. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Watch out! You got me!
The galaxy is safe once again.
In the pretend universe, kids play with pretend guns. In the real world, it's up to us to make sure they don't get their hands on a real gun. If you have a gun in the house, keep it locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
Keeping you informed about what's really going on. Who's got next? And what not to miss in entertainment. You're listening to The Rob Report on KBLA Talk 1580.
To tell about this guy, you all know me as me scared as hell. He comes to me at night after I call into bed. He's burnt up like a weenie and his name is Fred. He wears the same hat and sweater every single day. And even if it's hot outside, he wears it anyway. He's home when I'm awake, but he shows up when I'm asleep. I can't believe that there's a nightmare on my street.
You were listening to The Rob Report on KBLA Talk 1580. It took everything in me to just get back to the show. I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? I haven't heard that in so long. Andy Don't Miss, y'all. Y'all know Andy Don't Miss. Wow. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's when it was DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. And it's not of Bel Air. It's DJ Jazzy. It's DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. But sometimes you just want to run the Fresh Prince of Bel Air into it, right? But anyway, wow. I kind of miss them as artists and just that time. I feel like we didn't get enough of them as artists before they blew up into, well, Will Smith for sure. And so I kind of miss that.
Well, considering how the music industry works, I think Will Smith made the smart decision.
He did. He certainly made the best decision. And actually, maybe even if you want to say it this way, I think his relevancy and his stardom was able to keep Jazzy Jeff going as long as he did too. So I mean, it's been a blessing, I'm sure, for everybody, him and becoming this movie star. But yeah, wow, Nightmare on My Street. We are discussing things and hot topics and Young Thug and the Dodgers winning and all of these different things. Most of you did. Oh, no, it changed a little bit. 52% of you said you did not watch the Dodgers win last night. But, nonetheless, I'm sure that you've seen it. Even if you're not on social media like that, you've seen it on the news. You've seen everybody talking about it. It is just a big deal. And what a great win for LA. Like, that's just so huge. It's just major. So, for those of you who did watch it, I hope that you were involved in some energetic, like my husband, he was out watching it and he said the energy was just incredible. It was so great, so no matter where you watched it, I hope you received it, if you're from LA especially.
Since we talking sports, I just want to acknowledge Bronny James.
He got his first career shot, didn't he?
Bada bing, bada boom.
And that's a great recognition. Did he get any more points in the game? I don't know. I'm not clowning. I'm not clowning. I think it's great but I did hear he is going to go to the G League.
Yes, he is.
He is going to go to the G League. Okay, so that's good. And I heard that LeBron is actually on board with this.
Of course. He definitely needs a lot more development. The way the Lakers team is constructed right now, I don't know how much playing time he would get, considering they were in Cleveland last night, where LeBron James started his career. I believe Bronny was born there. That obviously added another layer of, sentimental value.
Yeah.
So shout out to Bronny.
Yeah, I think it's amazing, and I'm glad that he's going to go there. I think everybody agreed that was the right move for him. So, yeah, definitely shout out. But what you cannot take away is the fact that they made history together. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you can say whatever you want about him going to the G League, but first of all, I think more people are on board with that than not. And then secondly, you can't say anything because they made history.
Hey, y'all got kids? I don't have no kids, but if y'all got kids, bring them into the family business. Nepotism at its finest. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Listen, we talk about nepotism all the time. And when it works for us, I say do it. Because who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? We'd all do it. So, yeah, that's that on that. We were talking about Diddy and this whole thing and hoping that this trial appears on actual television. I don't even know how we're able to find that out in advance. I'll see if there's something that I can look into and find out what happened here. My notes went away. Strangely enough. Well, anyway, so I don't know. We will see if there's anything that can be done about, this, or that we can find out about this trial that's coming in 2025. But Kalina, I think it was a mess. I think that she didn't do anything to help Diddy out. I think, in fact, everybody is kind of looking at her as, that we're not happy about that at all.
Yeah, appearing to be under the influence and calling it pure cocaine. Yeah, that's just all bad.
All bad moves, horrible moves. It's just not good. We talked about before Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's son, their 8-year-old son. His name is Saint West. He was granted a YouTube channel. See, we just talked about this. We were asking, and I asked you all, Raw Squad, if you would let your 8-year-old have a YouTube account. And, some people said if it's being managed and all of that, then fine. Other people said no. There's not a kid on this earth, in my opinion, who deserves to have their own YouTube account or own TikTok account, Instagram, social media, whatever. It just doesn't go. It just doesn't belong. First of all, there's so much on the internet these days, and with two uber famous parents, all kinds of things pop up about both of them all the time. And so you want to keep your son away from that. That's number one. But then number two, your kid is still irresponsible and very immature at this age. And so they could likely do something that's very irresponsible, which he essentially wound up doing. Andy?
How old is Saint West?
He's 8 years old.
Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah, he did. I don't care if he was 10, not even 12. I know kids make a lot of money sometimes. Like there's some kid who makes a crazy amount of money opening toys, unboxing toys. He's made a lot of money, or she has made a lot of money. However, that's something that I am in control of. That is me uploading, me editing. You know, you just sit there and I film you open the packages. That's all you do. You are not scrolling. You are not looking at comments. You have no business on the internet, such as Saint West. Well, he went on and posted on his own YouTube account all these horrible, disrespectful things about Kamala Harris. Several videos about Kamala Harris using profanity, not him himself, but different videos that he uploaded that were using profanity and other different kinds of things. We don't even know where he got this from, right? It's a strange thing that he's done, but again, it's irresponsible. And eventually, Kim Kardashian or whomever, someone has deleted his account. But I think, 8 years old, Pretty Brown Mimi agrees with that. 8 years old is just too young, so impressionable. Absolutely correct. So I say it's good. I say keep them off of the internet, period. Just keep them off, delete it, but keep them off for a while, a good while.
Shout out to the callers.
Okay.
Somebody had called in to express that we shouldn't keep our hopes up on any type of video footage of the trial, considering that the state of New York does not allow cameras into the courtroom. So similar to Trump when he was in the courtroom, we didn't get any video footage. So
shout out to whoever you are. Shout out. Yeah, no, that's good information. So I guess we're going to be relying on the reporters in the courtroom. That's sad. Okay. Anyway, moving on. The question for you guys, I would love to know is Obama. He's having. First of all, Obama's the coolest former president, I believe, ever. He's our forever president, right? But Obama is having all of these different conversations. He's going to schools. He's talking to young people everywhere. He's just the coolest guy. I wouldn't even be surprised if he came to KBLA for 1580 for real, like while he's visiting LA. Well, anyway, he says that his daughters, Sasha and Malia, are now pretty much going out of their way to not use the famous Obama last name. Malia is actually working alongside Donald Glover. And in her first film, she didn't use in the credits, she didn't use Malia Obama. She used Malia Ann, her middle name. And so I want to know from you guys, is if you had a famous, like Obama is a very famous last name, it's very unique. If you had a last name like that was very, a famous, unique last name, would you want your kid deviating and dropping the last name just so that they can get their own success? Because that's essentially what they're trying to do. They're trying to establish themselves on their own, away from the Obama name. And so they want to, sort of leave off the Obama the Obama name just so that they can kind of get their own footing. I'm not mad at that. They were having a conversation about this, and the host said, my kid did the same thing. The host is a former NFL player. He said, my kid did the same thing. But as he got older, he realized the legacy that's in that name, and he wanted to represent it. So, I don't know. As a parent, how would you feel about that if your kid is just going around and not using the last name that you bestowed upon them, and your name has a great, great kind of meaning to it? Well, I'm not mad at Malia and Sasha, but I'd like to know from you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and jump straight into this Young Thug story. Again, like I said, it was a major, major deal today. He is now being released after pleading guilty to a number of charges. Do we have this clip that's ready to go? You can hear listen to the amount of charges, what he is pleading guilty to. Let's just go ahead and take a listen.
Participation in criminal street gang activity. How do you plead?
I plead guilty.
As to count 58, violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act. How do you plead?
Guilty.
As to count 59, violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act. How do you plead?
Guilty.
As to count 60, violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act. How do you plead?
Guilty.
As to count 61, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And as to count 1, conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, how do you plead?
No law.
As to count 56, participation in criminal street gang activity under the leadership charge, how do you plead?
No law.
I think you didn't ask about count 62.
As to count, thank you, Your Honor. As to count 62, possession of a machine gun, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty to the offenses you have indicated because you are in fact guilty of these charges?
Yes.
Well, it was those guilty pleas that he made that allowed him to basically be released. He is being released. Here's what it breaks down to. Let's just try to break it down this way. It's a total of 40 years. He's sentenced to 40 years, including time served and probation. 5 of those years in prison have been commuted to time served. 15 years probation that he'll receive. And backloaded 20 years served that he'd have to serve if he violates his probation in any way. Part of his probation is being banned from the Metro Atlanta area for 10 years. Does that mean that you can't live where you're from for 10 years? He can't go there except for family weddings, funerals, graduations, or serious illnesses. He must give, this is very kind of confusing to me, he must give 4 annual anti-gang/gun presentations in Metro Atlanta. But how can you do that if you don't live there? Anyway, he is allowed to travel for work. He is not allowed to have any contact with the gang members or co-defendants except his brother and Gunna, who is another rapper who also took a plea deal in December of last year. He's also forbidden from promoting gang-related content in any form. And if he violates any of that, he will go back to jail for 20 years, period. Okay? There's so much more to this case, but for the most part, there are so many people, so many fans who are extremely happy about this. It's something that I'd have to look into a little bit deeper to find out, the harm that was made. Was it carrying guns? Was it, I know what he pled guilty to, but what more was there? Was anybody else harmed in this? Because again, we all say free Young Thug or free whomever because you're a fan of that person and not necessarily looking at what they did. And I don't know if that's what's going on here, but I could just tell you right now, people are celebrating all across social media, just as a human being. And when I look at black men, I kind of see them like a brother, like my own brother. In that sense, it makes me happy that he gets to go home. Again, he was locked up since May of 2022. So, hopefully all goes well with this, and hopefully he will not violate his parole, or else see ya back in prison, Young Thug. Anyway, when we come forward, we will talk about this Megan Thee Stallion documentary and why everybody is mad at Megan once again. You are listening to KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey everybody, my name is Richard Turrentine, and I'm rocking with Robin on the Raw Report.
You're inside the Raw Report with Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
Mommy, want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
So this new dose is... nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
This is Congresswoman Maxine Waters. You can call me Auntie Maxine.
I'm running for re-election to Congress, and Vice President Kamala Harris is running for President of the United States. We both need your support and your vote. Maxine Waters for re-election to the 43rd Congressional District, and Vice President Kamala Harris for President of the United States. What a team. More affordable housing, support for health care for everyone, more capital for small businesses, more full disability for deserving veterans, lower taxes for the average taxpayer, making the big billion-dollar corporations pay their fair share, a criminal justice system that is respectful and fair for everyone, not a system that locks up the little people while too many of the rich and powerful commit crime and don't get convicted. Fairness and justice for all. Yeah, we can do this. This is Congresswoman Maxine Waters speaking truth to power. This is Congresswoman Maxine Waters, and I approve this message.
Have you heard of the 50-30-20 rule? This can help you spend and save your money wisely. So, how does it work? Distribute your dollars into 3 buckets. 50% towards needs, 30% towards your wants, and 20% goes to savings. Use this tool to help your journey to financial success. Sponsored by J.P. Morgan Chase & Company.
From the first day of kindergarten through the day they graduate high school, in California, 38% of students attend a public school that fails to meet minimum health standards. That's why we need Prop 2. Voting yes on Prop 2 will fund urgent repairs at local schools, protect kids from toxic mold, asbestos, and lead, ensure clean drinking water, and repair leaky ceilings and storm damage. Yes on Prop 2. To fix what's actually broken. All funds go to local schools without raising taxes. You heard that right. So join the California NAACP, nurses and teachers, and vote yes on 2. Because all our kids deserve a safe place to learn. Ad paid for by Yes on Prop 2, sponsored by Nonprofit Education, Labor and Business Associations. Ad committee's top funders, California Building Industry Association, California Teachers Association, Coalition for Adequate School Housing.
Giving you your daily dose of entertainment and celebrity news. You're inside the Raw Report with Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
Wow. Yeah. Maurice over here in our YouTube chat says it's looking like a probation trap. He'll be back. I really, really hope not. You know, he's talking about Young Thug and the conditions in which he was released after serving 2 years in prison. And I wouldn't say that he beat these RICO charges. He didn't win a case, but he definitely today pled guilty to all those charges that we played for you guys on the other side. And so he's got a lot of conditions that he has to follow in order for him to stay free. And if he doesn't, he will be back in prison. So I hope that for his sake and for his family's sake and everybody else, just make the music and stay out. We always talk about this. Why does everybody feel the need to continue to participate in illegal activity once they've made it big? I mean, you've made it big. Go enjoy your money. Go fly out the country or something. Like, I don't know. Go do something great. Anyway, while we have a few minutes left, let's talk about this Megan Thee Stallion documentary. It is called In Her Words. Megan Thee Stallion, In Her Words. It is now on Prime. I believe you can watch it now on Prime. It's just been released, and people all over are talking about it because she breaks down things from her standpoint when it comes to the relationship that she had with her ex-best friend and that sort of entanglement that they all had with Tory Lanez, singer Tory Lanez, who is now serving a 10-year prison sentence for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. People have had all kinds of questions. He has maintained his innocence even while in prison. He's trying right now, as I told you guys the other day, he's trying to have some evidence re-examined, but this evidence, according to reports, it's unavailable, and now they're questioning whether his constitutional rights have been violated. It's a bunch of things going on. But let's get back to Megan Thee Stallion. This documentary, she finally admitted that she lied to Gayle King in her national interview about having a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez. Gayle King asked her point blank. She says, do you have an intimate relationship? Did you have an intimate relationship with Tory Lanez? I think Gayle King landed the exclusive interview with Megan Thee Stallion right after she was shot and recovered. But Megan said, no, I didn't have, a sexual relationship. And she admitted in her documentary that she did lie. Well, the reason that that's big news is obviously the court of public opinion. We always talk about that. People are mad at her because they're like, mad at the fact that she lied about it. But Tory Lanez's attorney is now speaking up. He says the fact that Megan lied about her sexual relationship with Tory obviously makes her an unreliable witness. If someone lies in front of millions of people, how can you trust what they say any other time? So he's basically questioning the fact that she said that Tory shot her, and that's the reason that his client is in prison. I don't know. Maybe we'll pick this conversation up another time. Based on things like this, I know this is definitely not enough to give him another trial. But does that have any correlation? The fact that she lied about the sexual relationship, could that mean that she possibly lied about him being the one who shot her? I don't know. In the way that he shot her, I don't know. That's what people are saying online. My job is to bring you guys the hot topics, all right, the news. But anyway, again, we will pick up this conversation another time. You guys are awesome, Raw Squad. I see you. I appreciate you, all of you, so very much. We will be right back at it tomorrow, which is Friday. We're excited about that. But you already know, Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, is up next. About to bring a fire show because that's how he gets down. That's how he does it every day. This has been a good show. I appreciate you guys. My name is Robin Ayers. Remember today and every single day forward to be a blessing.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Amber Payton with 4 things you should know from BIN News. Rapper Young Thug is being freed from prison after renegotiating a plea deal